Find the value of arc cosine 0. Okay, or that can also be written as the inverse cosine of 0. Inverse cosine is an angle. It's the angle whose cosine is 0. So the question is, what angle has a cosine of 0? So you should basically be asking yourself this question. The cosine of what angle is equal to 0? Okay, now here's a unit circle with some quadrantal angles shown. So I'll give you a hint. It's going to be one of these 4 angles. So remember, cosine is an x value. Alright, so the question is, where will the x values be 0? Well, the x values will be 0 right on the y-axis. So the x value will be 0 here at pi over 2, and it will be 0 here at, you could think of it as 3 pi over 2, or you could think of it as negative pi over 2, depending on if you went counterclockwise or clockwise. But anyway, these are the 2 positions. Now, you're not allowed to have more than one answer for a function. It wouldn't be a function. So that's why they came up with these restrictions on inverse trig functions. Inverse cosine, by the way, write this down. This whole chart right here, write this down. So inverse cosine is only defined for the top half of the unit circle. So that tells us that we need to pick pi over 2, because that's the one that's in the top half of the circle. So the answer is pi over 2. Which is D.